See that joker right there? He was crossing this road. I got him. I bet I run over him 6-7 times. He's still crawling, man. Still warm enough for him to be crawling. He wasn't moving too fast, but he was. Look. Danger, danger, danger. Got you, fucker. Alright, y'all, we are back in South Carolina. Hopefully this is our last day up here. I'm trying to get this machine done. You ever get to working on something and it seems like you do nothing but work on that one particular thing, and you work and you work and you work, and at the end of the day it doesn't seem like you got a darn thing done? That's exactly how I feel. We've been up at this one little gin almost all week long, and you do something and they're trying to start up and things aren't working exactly like they should on their end and on our end, so you're trying to get all this stuff worked out, then some little thing comes up and you shut down. I mean, I had some software on my computer that I had tried to get installed, and it wouldn't install. I couldn't get it installed. I couldn't do this, couldn't do that, and I couldn't go any further until I get it installed. And then you're sitting there working on that, trying to get all that to working, and next thing you know, the whole darn day is gone. And it's just, man, it just seems like you just beat your head against the wall, and all you got to show for it is a sore head. So maybe we can get done today. That's what I'm hoping for. I think I got all my ducks lined up today, so I think hopefully we can get done today and get back home. Or back to at least to my neck of the woods anyway. We'll see. Just sitting here waiting. Now see, we're ready and they're not. They were ready and we weren't, and now we're ready and now they're not ready. These are the pumping units they got. They had these things sitting under the press, under the floor, right next to the press, and that's kind of a bad place to put it because you can't get down there and work on anything if something busts, and if you do, it floods that whole pit with oil and you're just in a mess. Whereas if it happens out here, you can use spill containment procedures to contain the oil out here, keep it from running off, and it's easier to get to and clean up. These are hydraulic pumps, hydraulic tanks that work the press. And that's a big stinking motor right there. So, it's good though. I'd hate to know I had to climb down that pit and work on this stuff. They're out there trying to get every peanut they can in. Well, it's fixing to start raining. It's a soaker too, so ain't no telling when they're liable to come back, be able to get back out here, pick all them peanuts. Look how dry it is. It's fitting to come rain though. I bet they got 5 or 6 of them peanut pickers out here in this big field, and they ain't gonna come close to getting it all up. Not today. Definitely peanut picking and cotton picking time. There's 2 peanut wagons in front of me. A lot of times if your farm is big enough, the peanut mill will send a 18-wheeler trailer out there for you to dump your peanuts into. And then they just come out there and pick it up and carry it back to the peanut mill. But a lot of your small farmers, they still have to rely on pulling their own peanuts and pulling their own, let's see, that's 1, 2, I'm sorry, that's 3. A lot of these small farmers, they have to pull their own peanuts and their own peanut wagons and everything because they just don't have enough peanuts to justify pulling a whole 18-wheeler out there. And some of these farms have gotten so commercial and so big now that they have several 18-wheelers out there, or 18-wheel trailers with an open top. They just dump the peanuts into it. then a big 18-wheeler pickup, an 18-wheeler truck will come out there and pick them up and haul them back to the peanut mill. But like I said, a lot of these small farmers, and sadly that's a kind of a dying breed. You just don't see very many small family farms anymore. It's become so commercialized and industrialized to where the person who owns the farm hardly ever gets in a tractor anyway. So, but a lot of these family farms, and my wife was a part of a family farm, and my father-in-law had a family farm, and you get to really kind of appreciate all the stuff you have to go through just to get your product to market. So, I'm sure this time of year, anybody that lives down in the South, especially in Georgia and Alabama and Florida, you really kind of run up on these kind of little small farm peanut wagons all over the place. And of course, they can't go as fast as you'd like for them to go. And they just about have to have a big old heavy duty truck to pull them. Let's see, I'm on 40 miles an hour right here, and that's pretty fast for pulling a big old peanut wagon. If you see him long enough, you'll see that thing kind of fishtail on him a little bit, and you got to kind of slow down some. So they can carry it to the peanut mill. They carry it to the peanut mill, and they get dried. They dry the peanuts out, grate them, and then process them however they're supposed to be processed. If they have to send them off to a peanut butter plant or some other place, but it goes through a lot of work just to get that little load of peanuts to the peanut mill. We're coming into a little town called Smithville, Georgia. It's in between Dawson, Georgia and Leslie, Georgia. City of Smithville. I'll get a good look at Smithville now. It's an old farm town, is all it is. I wonder where these fellas are carrying them peanuts to. They got the big long trailers. Big old long wagons. There's the depot. There's an old Citgo. Little Citgo station. And that's all there is to Smithville. Now that's a peanut mill. I don't know exactly what they do. I'm sure they take the wagons. Those wagons might have been coming in through here. That might have been where they're coming in the back road right there. That's a peanut mill. That's probably where them peanuts were going. Oh, this is flat out flood. Excuse me. It's a flat out flood. Yeah, it's starting to lighten up a little bit. I come through that little town a little while ago, man. And the bottom fell out. Down here, we're gonna check out this little bait station right here that I got. Down here just a few minutes ago, just to see what all I needed. Something's been eating on the corn a little bit, and of course all the cat food's gone. The little lollipop's gone. This is the only one I got, and that's the only camera I got right there. Yeah, right there. On that tree right there. See if I can zoom in. There you go, now you can see it. And it's catching all the action right here. So the cat food's gone, and the bottle has been crushed, but it ain't pulled off the string. because I put them washers on the lid yesterday. Something's been eating on the corn some because the corn's about half empty. I'm just gonna leave it. I ain't gonna add any more to it. Just gonna replace those 2 bottles and change the card out. Oh yeah. What's that little salt? That little thing, that little salt block I made was about useless. This done broke down to just a big old barrel of salt.